Today I'm going to share with you 10 ways to earn more with your Hivemapper Dashcam. I've been consistently making over $1,000 a week using many of these strategies, so I want to share them with you. First off, you'll need one of their dash cams to start mapping. Unfortunately, since it's become wildly profitable in the past few months, they are currently on back order with delivery now expected in June for new orders placed today. But as an added incentive to purchase one, Hivemapper is offering a 1,000 honey token bonus if you purchase one of their dash cams before the end of January, which based on recent honey token prices will basically make buying a dash cam free to you. Quite the incentive. I also have a 10% discount code, which I'll put in the description and the pinned comment below. I appreciate it if you use my code, it really helps to support the channel. The first way to earn more with your Hivemapper Dashcam is to map the roads that have never been mapped before. If you go into the map tab of the Hivemapper app and zoom in, you can see which roads have been mapped. If a road is highlighted in dark pink, it's been mapped recently. If it's light pink, it has been mapped, but not recently. And if it's not highlighted at all, that road has never been mapped. Those unmapped roads are what you want to target. Hivemapper changed the reward structure recently and now pay a 1 honey token reward for every 1 kilometer of unmapped roads you map. A strategy I've been using recently is I find small rural towns near me that have never been mapped before, and I go and map the entire town in one driving session. The second strategy to earn more is to change up your driving routes. If you drive the exact same route every day, you can expect your earnings to decrease over time. They want the map to be constantly refreshed every few weeks, but not every day. So change up your routes when you can so you contribute more to refreshing the map, and in turn, you'll earn more. The next one, which has been huge for me recently, is running a double dash cam setup. Hivemapper needs mapping data of the road, both front-facing view and a side view. So I have one dash cam mounted on my front dash and another dash cam mounted out the back right side of my vehicle. Ever since I've had this dual dash cam setup, my earnings have more than doubled. So you may be wondering, why would they more than double? I think it has to do with the lack of people with these side view dash cams out there. Think about it. If you only have one dash cam, you're probably just going to mount it forward facing and leave it there. So I think there is a big opportunity here running a double dash cam setup like I've done. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. Thanks. Something that may often be overlooked that could drastically impact your earnings is making sure you've got a clear view of the road. That means making sure your dash cam is tilted up slightly so you're not recording your hood. They recommend a 10-degree upward tilt and making sure that your windshield is free of dirt or other increments that could cause your footage to be rejected. You can get a live view of what your dash cam is recording right from the Hivemapper app, so it's a good idea to occasionally check that. Don't let a bird's lunch be the reason you're earning 0 honey tokens this week. Lunch. A new feature which was added at the beginning of this year is location multipliers. Hivemapper has added that multiplier to each region based on the region's progress score. That multiplier can range anywhere from 1x up to 3x. You can search your region on the Hivemapper's Explorer page. Regions that have a higher mapping progress percentage, which is your total mapped kilometers divided by total region kilometers, will receive more mapping rewards as a way to incentivize mappers to continually refresh the mapping data. Hivemapper wants 99+% coverage of an area because having an area completely mapped makes the mapping data much more valuable to sell to businesses and governments. Customers have to buy mapping data with the honey token, so more demand for this mapping data means more demand for the honey token, which will increase the token's price. So it's a good incentive for all of us who are mapping. Another feature that's being rolled out to more and more locations recently is honey bursts. This is Hivemapper's bounty feature for targeted mapping. A business may want fresh mapping data for a specific location and will pay an added honey token incentive to have that location mapped immediately. Each week, specific locations will be designated as honey burst zones where increased mapping activity is encouraged. If you map that area, you'll qualify for a honey token bonus. You'll then split that bonus with other mappers in your area that also map that location. If your area has bursts currently available, you'll see an icon on your Hivemapper app. They also announce each week the bursts in the community updates section of their Hivemapper Discord. So far, I haven't had any bursts in my area, but when they come, I'll be sure to be mapping them. Next, this dashcam only records footage during the day. Sorry to any of you night owls out there. Specifically, I found that it starts recording about 50 minutes after sunrise in the morning and stops recording about 50 minutes before sunset in the evening. So now in the winter when the days are really short, that means it'll record when you drive only from about 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You don't need to unplug it or anything at night, it knows when to record. They've also added a new feature within the app recently, which tells you specifically what time it starts and stops recording each day, so there's no more guessing. I've also found if it's raining or snowing out while you're mapping, you're probably not going to get good footage, so those pictures will likely get rejected. So save your mapping for when it's bright and sunny outside. One of the biggest challenges when growing a cryptocurrency mining operation can be scaling up as you grow. Hivemapper makes that easy with their fleet management dashboard. You can manage your fleet of drivers all in one place. They even have a token split feature so your drivers can automatically get paid each week. If you know people in the gig worker driver business, think Uber Eats, Lyft, Amazon Delivery, they could be potentially great recruits to a fleet, and it could be very lucrative for both you and them. They're already driving around all day, so you might as well earn some honey tokens while they're at it. I personally have not set up a fleet yet, but I am strongly considering it. Earning with your dashcam is not completely passive. The uploading of the dashcam footage is still a manual process. You connect the dashcam to your phone's Hivemapper app using the dashcam's Wi-Fi network, and it downloads the mapping data to the Hivemapper app. It then uploads the data from the Hivemapper app either using cellular data or when you're connected to Wi-Fi again. The mapping week runs from Monday to Sunday, and then you have 2 days to make sure all your dashcam footage from the prior week is uploaded. If you don't upload by Tuesday at 12 p.m. UTC time, which is 6 p.m. Central Time, all that data is lost and you don't get credit for your mapping. I usually just keep the Hivemapper app open on my phone when I'm driving, and the whole download upload process finishes while I'm driving, and don't have any issues getting my mapping data uploaded. So not a huge concern, but something you need to stay on top of. This next one's an important one, but one I think a lot of people overlook. Whenever you get into crypto projects like this, don't just sell all your tokens every week. Always keep a moon bag of tokens in case the token just takes off to the upside. When I got into this project last summer, the honey token was only trading for about a penny at the time, and I was making like $20 a week. Not bad, but not great either. I did a review of the dashcam on this channel, and most people were not interested because the earnings weren't great. Yet. I didn't sell a single token for over 6 months until last week when the honey token was finally listed on Coinbase. And because I didn't sell, that $20 a week turned into $600 a week for each of those weeks. Now, I'm not saying don't ever sell any of your tokens, just consider keeping a moon bag so you can participate in any upside. That's how crypto mining can become extremely lucrative. Speaking of lucrative crypto mining projects, I have another one which involves mining space weather data from your home. Click on that link now and I'll see you over there.